Hi, my name's Colton Ramsey. I'm the co-owner of the Pizza Gallery here in Burien, Washington. I'm here with Sarah Rodriguez. She's the #3 ranked woman competitive eater in the world and also the owner of Whatever It Takes Health. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Sarah Rodriguez. I have been doing competitive eating for 6 years now, currently ranked 3rd in the world for women and 24th among men and women. I have placed as high as 2nd at the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest, which is on Coney Island that airs on ESPN every year. And I'm excited to eat some pizza.
Yes, so basically I invited Sarah in here. We watch all of her stuff on YouTube, Instagram and all that, and we've had you in to eat our 5-pound, or actually
5.85 pounds.
Yeah, when you ate it 5.85 pound masterpiece. So what else have you been up to since we've done that? I know it's been a few years.
Yeah.
You're still doing the hot dog eating competitions and all that? Or?
Yeah, so this year we took the year off, but we're still doing competitive eating. We're still doing like little side contests. We did something locally down on the waterfront recently, and then probably in the next coming weeks we'll have another event coming up with another local restaurant. So we haven't been hitting the main stages as much. We just needed a break, but we're still doing the competitive eating life. We live in Ballard, and just really happy to be in Seattle in the summer.
Awesome. And you also have your business, Whatever It Takes Health.
Yes.
So can you kind of talk about the dynamic of fitness
Sure.
and competitive eating
Sure.
and how that ties in together a little bit?
So Whatever It Takes Health is my business that I have owned for 7 years now.
Okay.
And it mainly focuses on nutrition and helping people with weight loss, but we also help people train for marathons or get ready for bodybuilding shows, or gain weight if that is their goal.
Yeah.
And it is a weird dichotomy to be focused on fitness and nutrition and competitive eating.
Yeah.
But the truth is I have a very profound respect for food, which is I think why I am very good at my job and my clients get good results, because fitness and health and nutrition is really about balance. Don't eat a whole pizza every day like an asshole, but occasionally you can fit in a piece of pizza and still be working on your goals and still be working on being healthy. So I think my knowledge of nutrition and my experience in competitive eating, I think actually play really well together.
Awesome. And when we were talking earlier, you said this is kind of like an unusual meal because most of the time you're just eating kind of the same meals over and over again.
Yep.
Like what kind of meals would you say you eat like on the average day?
Yeah, well, so we try and stay very, very balanced during the week because, again, focusing on health, especially if we know we have stuff like this. So, breakfast might just be like 6 egg whites and coffee, or it's going to be 5 ounces of 99% lean ground turkey and cauliflower, or, but it's kind of the same thing every day.
Yeah.
So that we kind of can be sure that our body is in a good place to do something like this. You can't eat like this every day and expect to have good blood work or your pants to fit even, or to be able to run up a hill and not want to die. So we eat very kind of regimented during the week so that when something like this comes up, we can enjoy it.
Awesome. And then your husband Juan, he also does fitness training and competitive eating.
Yes.
So obviously that's a huge part of your life. You
Yeah.
guys are interested in the same things.
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk about maybe did you guys meet through this, or how did you guys meet, and just about the relationship of you guys both doing both the competitive eating and the fitness overall?
Yeah, we actually did meet through competitive eating. We met in Coney Island on the 4th of July 6 years ago. Well, technically we met the 3rd. We had our first kiss on the 5th of July, and that was it. That changed our whole lives. We never looked back, and we've been together ever since. The first part of our kind of years together was built solely around competitive eating, which is a really weird background to like start a marriage on, but it has worked out. But a lot of what we share is both that love of fitness and of contests. So, we have gone all over the country, and we'll go train in a gym and then we'll go do an eating contest afterwards. And we've done that in Minnesota and in Idaho and Illinois and California. And, we've traveled a lot and trained and then eaten.
Sweet. That's pretty awesome. So I'm eyeing this down. I'm no competitive eater. What kind of tips do you have for me once we dive into this?
Yeah.
Like, I know we have the water set up, so a lot of people dip it in water. Can you just give me some tips overall on how I should approach this pizza?
Yeah. So given that this isn't like a giant thick crust, we shouldn't have to do too much dunking. But a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll get through basically the middle of the pizza because the crust is the hardest to get down.
Okay.
So if we're talking about speed and getting as much in, eating the pizza maybe just down to the edge and then saving the crust for very last. Some people do it that way.
Yeah.
Other people, you go straight pizza all the way through. Problem doing it that way can be that your jaw gets more tired as you go along. So if you're not a seasoned vet, I would say from your perspective, it'll probably look better on camera if you eat and just don't finish your crust, because then it'll look like you've eaten a lot more pizza than if you try and get the crust down every time.
Right.
But the great thing is that this crust is very soft and it's not super thick. So it should go down pretty smooth.
Cool. So we talked before about kind of your guesstimate on what it's gonna take to eat this, like minute-wise.
Yeah.
What are you thinking for you?
I'm hoping 7 minutes. I think I can do 7 minutes.
Okay.
That seems realistic, and I would like to do sub 7, but I'm always very hard. I know it sounds so stupid, but I always get nervous before every contest, even though this is like a quarter of the size of the one that I did here last. I'm always nervous before every contest, and I never want to overtalk myself and then look like an asshole for saying like, oh yeah, I can do it in 5, and then like it's 15 minutes later, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say conservative. I want to say 7.
All right. I think we're gonna dive into it. So we're gonna have the timer kind of showing us how long it takes. And yeah, we'll kind of talk throughout.
Beginning countdown.
Alrighty.
All right.
You ready?
Yep, let's do it. All right. She took down 2.
It's really good.
My stomach's gonna start making a lot of different noises here.
Oh, you know it's working. Minute 24. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Competitive eating is not sexy at all. Oh, excuse me.
That's a big one. Oh wow. The wall hasn't fully formed yet, but it's forming.
I really need to burp, but nothing's coming out. That probably sounded awesome on camera. You can do it.
I feel the burp thing though. That's good, right? Mm-hmm. Try to burp. All right. Crust is starting to stare at me. That's gonna be tough.
You can do it.
I got 2 left. Then crust.
You're kind of in the thick of the suck right now. Because once you actually hit that full, now your body is rejecting what you're doing. It doesn't want you to swallow anymore.
Yeah.
just take it a piece at a time. Like pull a piece of pepperoni off, pull a piece of cheese off. Like just make it feel like smaller chunks. There you go. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
Woo. So what are we're at about 7 or 8 minutes?
Yeah,
Because it's
I
probably
stopped
8 minutes now?
Yeah, I stopped my timer, so yeah, probably around 8 minutes. You can do it. Here, I'll put resume back on. So we'll know we took like a minute or two off that.
By the way, good job, dude.
Are you sweating right now?
I mean,
Because I always, when you put a lot of hot food in a small amount into your body, you kind of are cooking your organs from the inside out.
kind of feels like that. And
The grease too.
grease is going everywhere.
Yeah. Again, this is not a delicate or feminine task that we just undertook.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so much better. The Pizza Gallery makes good pizza. You can do it. See if you can get through everything but your crust. You're almost there. Again, there's no time limit, so you can go little pieces at a time, take a sip of water. Do you want to try some Diet Coke? It might help cut it.
Let me try it. Yeah.
Okay. Let me grab you a can.
Yeah.
Sometimes the issue is what's called flavor saturation, which is where too much of it is like overwhelming your mouth and taste buds, and by just cutting it with Diet Pepsi, you instantly feel better, especially with stuff like grease.
All right.
There you go.
Take this little piece off first.
You can do it. Last chunks. Last a little bit. Remember when you thought this was a good idea?
This is a sport.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Well, it's so funny because, me as a woman or like, somebody, when people think of competitive eating, they're like, they think of a guy at the state fair, you know? And so when people hear I'm a competitive eater, I get asked all the time, like, oh, I bet I could eat more than you. I bet I could. And then, what you eat at home over a 4-hour period with your friends while watching the Super Bowl is not the same as what I do.
Yeah.
You're doing good though, man. This is impressive. You're going to be feeling this though.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous for the aftermath.
We probably should have got you some like Imodium. Woo. There you go. That's impressive. Not a lot of people could put in, especially in a short amount. Again, it's not like when you drink 12 beers over 4 hours and you eat 8 slices of pizza. This is a short amount of time. God, I've got sauce all over me. Short amount of time. You're doing great. Just, yep. Big, slow, deep breaths. There's this other fun part about competitive eating where the first 3 or 4 bites feel like heaven, It's like it's so delicious and so, it's warm and cheesy and meaty and fabulous. And that feeling quickly turns into torture.
Yeah.
You won't want another pizza for a while.
The first 5 slices were just
Yeah.
maybe 4 or 5 slices were not easy, but it
Not
went
bad.
down real quick.
Yeah.
And then it just started feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all other steps in the right direction. There you go. What a stud. You're doing great. Again, not very many people would be able to keep going. It does take some mental fortitude to push. It is kind of torturous.
It is.
Yeah. There you go. Nothing but crust left.
All right.
Count that one in the win column.
We're calling it. Holy crap.
So I think that would be around 12 or 13 minutes because I turned my thing off. So that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's damn good. I mean, we still got,
This would take
yeah.
at least as long, I would say.
So that's
as-
often what happens is people will save the crust, and then getting through the crust is such a chore, and it takes forever because, again, it is more bread, it is more chewing, so it can be, overwhelming.
Yeah. Is it like that at the other competitions where you just
Other contests, the way they do it is usually,
Yeah.
so I've done a pizza eating contest before,
Yeah.
and I think we got stacked like 3 pieces of pizza to a plate. You can't move on to your next plate until your first plate is cleared. So you can't save the crust, you can't adjust it. Same with like hot dogs. If you eat the hot dog but not the bun, doesn't count. It has to be the whole thing. So, technically, this would be you ate 0 slices of pizza. But it looks much more impressive on camera.
It does. Well, yeah, there we have it. So you did, what was it, 6 something?
Yeah, it was like 656, I think.
656?
I mean, I still had food that I was chewing,
Yeah.
but it was down.
Holy crap. Yeah, this, I would say, with how I'm feeling right now, this right here would have taken me at least another 15, 20 minutes, I'd say. I don't feel like putting it down, but
Also, what happens, it takes a long time for your body to actually recognize you're full.
Yeah.
So right now what you're feeling is the actual weight of the food. You're not
Yeah.
actually even feeling the satiation of the food.
Okay.
So as you would be trying to get through the crust, you would progressively feel more and more full. You wouldn't feel less full the longer you went through.
so when do you think will be my ultimate level of regret? Like an hour from now, tonight,
probably
tomorrow morning?
25 minutes from now is probably
25
when
minutes.
you still feel the heaviest.
Yeah.
You should start to feel normal maybe by tomorrow afternoon, as long as you don't eat anything stupid in between now and then.
Alright.
Vegetables and salads, water, lots of
Okay.
fluid,
So that, lots of water.
and dandelion root.
Dandelion.
It's a natural diuretic. This was quite salty, so you're going to feel like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man a little bit. Like everything should start to get kind of puffy, and dandelion root's a natural diuretic, so it'll help flush it. But just drink tons of water, tons and tons of water.
Guess I'm going to the store. Well,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
greasy
for coming
handshake.
down. Yeah, greasy handshake. Thank you to Sarah for coming down. That was amazing. You're amazing. And everyone, yeah, go follow you or website. Do you have a website? Or?
Yeah, so I mean, well, there's my business, whateverittakeshealth.com, or you can follow me on Instagram, which is unstoppable_BAB. Those are pretty much my 2 main ones. We have some videos and stuff on YouTube, but we have not updated our channel in forever. But we keep doing stuff like this, so I really need to. So
Sounds good. All right. Thank you.
thanks.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.